This is the only time that I tell kids, and it doesn't matter if mommy gets mad at me, it's the only time that you can have as many popsicles and ice cream as you want, even in the middle of the night. And she can't say no, okay? Sound like a plan?
It's this kind of honesty and this kind of warmth that can only come from one kind of doctor. A doctor like Tonia Farmer. And after performing thousands of ear, nose, and throat surgeries on thousands of patients, she was finally honest with herself about what she was seeing and how her patients were feeling. So she went home to get back to work. And her home is where Salt Me was born.
It all happened here. Yeah, my husband, he puts up with a lot.
Well, did you start? I think you started with the cocoa butter first, right?
The cocoa butter was the first product.
Yeah.
The cocoa butter was the first product, and then the inhalers came along, and now it's really focused on the inhalers because of how beneficial it is for the sinuses.
But my wife is always creating something, so, and her side of the family, they are very creative, very talented. So, I mean, it was just one more thing that she was creating. Okay, all right, you know. But the cocoa butter, we all liked it. I said, this is good. You know, keep making that. This is great.
Get back in that kitchen and make some more.
So, and then, you know, I think the inhaler, I think it was wintertime maybe, kids were, you know, of course, her being an ENT, you know, everybody's complaining about not breathing and all that. So she's like, I think I'm gonna do an inhaler.
Right.
So go for it. So listen, my wife, when she gets an idea, all I could do is get on board or get run over.
That is so true.
Dr. Farmer's personal line of Pink Himalayan Salt therapy products were carefully created with a series of essential oils. But not just any type of oil would do.
And not all essential oils, like for instance, lavender, you know, there's different species, you know, of lavender. So which one do you choose? Which one is going to work best for your product? It depends on what you're going for. What's the end result that you want that goes into choosing which one you're going to put into your product.
Dr. Farmer's labor of love has paid off for the people who matter the most. Her family and her patients have found undeniable relief from sinus, allergy, and skin issues. The cocoa butter was the first major step to success.
You are not going to find a product like that out there on the market with a cocoa butter infused with Himalayan sea salt. And the success that I found with it initially was really for healing of the skin. I have a friend, I guess we could say she's a patient also, but a friend who had some horrific wounds from a post-surgical complication. Skin grafts, just horrible infection, and her skin healed in just a half the amount of time that it would if she was not using the cocoa butter. So that was like, oh wow, really? That was a surprise to me. I knew the benefits of the Himalayan sea salt and the cocoa butter, but to actually see it working was phenomenal.
And now her adult and children's versions of her non-addictive Salt Me inhalers are just as phenomenal.
I had a parent walk into my office last week and say, my child does not get those sinus infections like she used to. She bought like 5 more. You know, so when you have something that's natural, that's not going to give you that side effect profile like the traditional medications over the counter, it's a win. It's a win for everybody. And as a physician, it's a win for me because I can see how it really is helping my patients.
And for a woman who takes care of so many people, it's clear she still has someone caring for her and her world.
People ask me all the time, Dr. Farmer, how do you do this? How do you do that? How are you involved in this? And you practice and you're in this organization and this nonprofit and now you're starting a company and you have 3 girls. How do you do it? And I always say, because of my husband. That's the only way, is because of my husband, because without him, I wouldn't be able to do all of this,
Well,
you know.
thank you.
Aww.